right, Dave. So we're in the studio. You wanted to do this. You know, we got, logos, microphones. This is it. Next week, we're shooting full episodes.
Yeah.
You talked about it. You told me you wanted to do it. We're here.
Yeah, I called you up out of the blue, man, because I know you've been doing podcasts. And when I called you, you're like, so you want to do a podcast? Well, that's easy. I'm like, no. I actually want to do like a video cast.
That's what threw me off. You want to do podcasts? I'm like, sure. I touch two buttons and I'm good to go.
Yeah. So I mean, we hadn't spoken a little bit, but I've been following you and kind of seeing you doing your thing, and I just love it. And started Brothers Who Care. Pretty simple concept, right?
Okay.
It's a bunch of guys getting together that says we're way too busy with our lives, but we still care to make an impact. So how do we do that?
Right.
So simple concept, guys get together 4 times a year. And every time we get together, our objective is to raise $10,000. And how do we do that? 100 guys each giving $100. And we pool it for 10,000. And then amongst the guys ourselves, we say, okay, what's a charity that's happening in the city that's making a big change?
Right.
And we down select the 3 of them. And so 3 guys get up out of the 100. And their job is to pitch to the other 100 guys and sell the 100 guys.
So hold on. So the organization doesn't come pitch. One of the
guys,
brothers that feels strongly about it is pitching for them.
Yes.
Do they know he's pitching?
Oh, no.
So
he doesn't know until that he's pitching until he shows up. He may have an inclination because he has to volunteer.
Oh, right? Okay.
So he may say, yo, like for example, we've donated $11,000 so far.
Okay.
You know, like wicked in 2 meetings, right?
Right.
I mean, we didn't hit the 10,000, which is the 20,000 mark, but we're started. And we donated to an organization out of Scarborough called C, and another one in Jane and Finch called Yes.
Okay.
And in those 2 occasions, those guys didn't know they were on a pitch until the night off when we were having a conversation, and the guys were putting forward, and it was selected.
Oh, okay.
And so when it's selected, it's like the top 3.
Yeah.
And then those mans have to go up and they have to pitch.
So the true passion of why they feel that this should be the money that goes to is, you hear it right there. There's no time to write no speech. There's no time to get no research. It's boom. This is my charity, and why is my charity?
Yeah, but it's very authentic because I mean it's 3 questions, right? Why this charity?
Yeah.
What would they do with the money?
Right.
And what kind of impact are they creating? Like, why should you guys support this charity?
Right.
And then we do live voting, right? And so I mean, this is kind of like this.
So you mean live voting? Like all the brothers, they paper and pen, put it down, or how's it work?
So initially, right, that's how we wanted to do the concept, paper and pen, but we just do it on like a phone.
Oh, right? So they text in, they all vote in.
You sign in, you text it into a site, and then you just click A, B, C. Start to the charity, and so you look at the TV monitor, you could kind of see the count going up. So it's pretty cool, man.
Okay. Cool. So then the question is, right back to here. Why am I sitting here with you to do a podcast? If your Brothers Who Care is doing such a great thing on that aspect, why did you want to do this?
So I mean, the podcast, Brothers Who Care, and what we do is on the philanthropic end. These are guys who feel as if not only do they have a means to give back, but they want to give back.
Okay.
But when you look at the demographic of the guys who get together, you see guys just doing incredible things, right? You see guys who are, electricians and running their own businesses. You see lawyers, you see doctors, you see engineers, you see consultants, you see people who are kind of running Bay Street, and you see people who are in trades, building houses, doing all these different things, incredible words. And so we said we need to tell their stories.
Okay.
Right. Because in the media, we're not seeing these positive images. I mean, the only positive images you see is if you're a celebrity, right?
Right,
so you gotta be like the token basketball or football star, or you gotta be like a singer or whatever. But, what about a guy like me and you?
Right.
We're family oriented. So we established some values, right? So we said we care about our family. We care about creating economic impact. We care about creating social impact. We care about the environment. People are like, I know somebody asked me the other day, like, what's it about the environment?
Right.
Like, you think about environment in a traditional way.
Yeah.
But if you think about, I grew up in Jamaica, somebody grew up in Trinidad, somebody grew up in Ghana, somebody grew up in Nigeria. And when you look at all those environments, they breathe us differently, right? And so when we start thinking about environment, then, we start saying, hey, like there is a need to start to address some of the social conditions, environmental conditions around here. So, so we said, hey, we want to tell their stories. We want to give an opportunity for the guys who are part of Brothers Who Care to come on this podcast. And we're just going to highlight all the great things that they're doing.
Okay, so besides, me and you being on the show, why should people watch?
Well, here's what, man. We need to create role models. We have children, we have sons and daughters, and we need to create the positive images that we want them to see. And there isn't something out there that's doing that on a large scale for persons who I call the average working guy who is creating a big impact. So people should watch, because you'll see the positive images, you'll see the role models, and you'll catch two jokes and man just like joking around, right? And we'll talk about like interesting things, right? And then I think for us it's about creating a bigger reach too, right? And you should watch, because you gotta kind of support the community and build our community.
So number one, the focus of the show is, one, to show there's other role models out there.
Yep.
Two, to show people that we've never seen before.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Not just the role model part, but hey, if he can do it, then there's something that I can do as well.
It's an inspiration.
And three, the knowledge.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna be bringing different guests on that can teach us something at the same point in time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so you'll see coming months, we're gonna talk about stuff around investing in real estate. We're gonna talk about how do you run for political office, or how do you engage in the political process. We're going to talk about, how to get involved in setting up scholarships, and how to apply for bursaries when you're going to university. So we're going to talk about a gamut of different topics, right? That kind of covers a broad end of different things.
So then how can our viewers help Brothers Who Care?
How could you help? So first of all, because you're the expert, you're gonna be helping us do a promo launch around when it's coming, and we want you to like us, to share with us, to subscribe, to just spread the knowledge, the word, and create a line of exposure, because there's something great about building momentum. When you build momentum and you start to kind of get this feedback, then it creates this positive ball that's moving. And the more people start to get on board, the bigger the impact that we're going to create.
Well,
so that's how these guests can help.
Well, I'm excited. And I know this is a baby that you brought up to us. Yep. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that everybody tunes in, watches, and get involved. Yeah. And I think by listening to you, by getting involved, you're helping not just us, but you're helping the next generation. So we're hopefully that you watch this podcast and you enjoy as much as that we are going to produce it for you.
Yeah, for sure, man. And I think future looking, like it's a bunch of guys sitting here talking, right? But we know that we're husbands, we're fathers, we're uncles. We are working, contributing citizens, right? And so we want to get the knowledge out. But you're not only going to be seeing our faces, you're going to see, our kids on the show.
Put it this way, the show is not going to be a run-of-the-mill show. We're going to do it live. We're doing it relaxed, and we're just bringing brothers and just have some fun on the couch.
Oh, for sure, man. We're going to do some pretty incredible things. But the big thing is about how do we create an impact.
All right. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, bro. Sounds good.
Please watch.